The La Crosse mayoral race appears to be wide open now that the perceived frontrunner has dropped out. News 8's Jenna Traum takes a closer look at the changing landscape of the race.
Mike and Lisa, it's looking more and more like this could be anybody's game. 2 more people filed papers with the city clerk today to run for mayor, and that brings the expanding field of candidates up to 10. In less than 4 months, Mayor Matt Harder's term will be up. And now the perceived frontrunner, former La Crosse Mayor John Mettinger, has dropped out of the race.
Well, I just didn't have the fire in my belly to do this job properly. You know, being mayor of La Crosse is a big job. I've been there before, and I know exactly what I was getting into. And it became very apparent in the days after I announced that it wasn't something that was right for me, and if it wasn't right for me, it wasn't going to be right for the city of La Crosse.
No big frontrunner and no incumbent. Political analyst Joe Heim says it's the perfect storm to crack this race wide open.
You want to put money on any candidate, I think it would be a long shot. There are no obvious favorites in this race. And it's going to be a real horse race.
He says while there's no clear frontrunner now, if he was to name one, it would be Chris Olson. The owner of the Sports Nut is a current city council member, which gives him a little more public exposure and a current understanding of city government. He says he wants to bring change to the culture of City Hall.
I think there's been a division in the city, and the department heads have been kind of working on their own. And I'd like to see them all work together as a team.
Candidates have 2 weeks left to file their papers with the city clerk, and Heim says that's plenty of time for some surprising candidates to come out of the woodwork.
Matt Harder, 4 years ago, was not considered a front runner. He was a long shot at best. Young kid, no experience, and he won. And I think that should tell people that anybody can win if they work hard enough to do it.
Candidates have until January 2nd to file all their papers with the city clerk's office. That includes collecting 200 to 400 signatures.
Thank you, Jenna. Not counting Mettinger, 9 candidates have filed papers with the city clerk's office. The only candidate who has filed all of the papers due by January 2nd is former Washburn Neighborhood Association President Randy Magno.
We've also learned downtown Main Street Executive Director Tim Cabot plans to officially announce his candidacy tomorrow morning.